what Iagon's vision is basically building a distributed storage and compute platform. And obviously, it was first of all, focused on the healthcare sector. The other co-founders helped mold it into what it is today. First, it was just focused on healthcare, then it became a lot more generic. And then we wanted to focus a little bit on making sure that it is compliant with regulations around the world, because we believe that enterprises will not adopt a solution unless they have kind of not a guarantee, but some kind of affirmation that this can be compliant with regulation.
Can you tell us like what was the vision that you saw that Cardano had? And then also if you could just talk a little bit about the core mission of what Iagon is doing.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the things that attracted us to Cardano were, first of all, the security layer, and then also the cost effectiveness, and the decentralization goes along with the security, right? So over time, and this has been proven over time that we've made the right choice. I mean, we could look back and easily say we made the right choice now, but it's good to verify that finally and get that approval. Like, okay, we are on the most decentralized layer one. We are on a very secure network. That's important for example, access of data, because that's how we're using blockchain in Iagon, which is access layer, being one of the most important ones. Of course, there's others. And then cost effectiveness, right? With Ethereum at that time, we were paying a ridiculous amount of fees just for subscription. And here, for example, we're able to lower our costs for 1 TB a month to about $2 a month if you have IAG tokens, and $4 a month if you don't have IAG tokens. So it allows us to go with our business model, which is kind of reducing costs, increasing privacy and security. And we don't have to rebuild something that is already built by Cardano, right? We want to take all the advantages that Cardano is offering and offering it to our users. And what Iagon's vision is basically building a distributed storage and compute platform. And obviously, it was first of all, focused on the healthcare sector. The other co-founders helped mold it into what it is today. First, it was just focused on healthcare, then it became a lot more generic. And then we wanted to focus a little bit on making sure that it is compliant with regulations around the world, because we believe that enterprises will not adopt a solution unless they have kind of not a guarantee, but some kind of affirmation that this can be compliant with regulation. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of storage protocols like Filecoin, Iagon, and Arweave have not really picked up traction in enterprise use cases, because you're not going to get the interest of enterprises if you aren't compliant with local regulations. That doesn't really fit their model. But Arweave, Filecoin, great use cases. They are for certain situations. For example, Arweave for perma storage, and Filecoin specifically for NFTs or indexing on chain. So these kind of use cases, therefore, for our use case is specifically focused on securing data private and in a compliant way, and that's what we're targeting enterprise consumers. So the vision has changed a lot since the first kind of get-go when we from the healthcare sector, and it's molded all over since. But over time, what we want to have is just a tooling set. Iagon is just kind of like a middleware, if you will. It's creating tool set for node operators and creating a tool set for users. We can customize those tool sets to the liking of the node operators and the liking of the users. So, for example, for node operators, you can distinguish, who's storing on your nodes, right? You have to, if you want to geo-restrict it to a certain region or things like that. So this is a small example of what kind of tool set is. On the user side, you can gate basically your files to a specific region, thereby being at least being in generally compliant with local regulations like GDPR, where data can only be in the EU. So we can geolocate the data in the EU region. You can select different types of nodes, performance-wise, availability-wise. So it's the customization of it that makes it very unique with Iagon. And the vision obviously started just not so long ago. We launched a mainnet in 2023. And we have had a huge success, especially with delegated staking coming out, where we're now be able to involve token holders in the shared storage economy, where they can delegate to increase the storage capacity of other node operators if they don't know the tech side of it. So it's still, we believe that there's a lot of development to do, and a lot of ways to go to fulfill the mission and the vision.